Top of the morning, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Ben Davison, the former trainer of Tyson Fury, the current trainer of Billy Joe Saunders. Ben Davison. I have a question for you guys. This is a question about Ben Davison, a serious question, and I want you guys to give me some good insight on it because I was thinking about Ben and the last 6 months. Okay. Let's say the last 8 months. Last 8 months of Ben Davison's, his comments, his behavior, the way he responded to stuff concerning Tyson Fury. It's questionable to me. So the question is Ben Davison really a hater of Tyson Fury? Now let me explain. Okay. Ben Davison, of course, him and Tyson Fury parted ways after in a disagreement. Okay. A lot of people have a misconception about Ben Davison and Tyson Fury. A lot of people think Tyson Fury axed Ben Davison. He did not ax anyone. Okay. He asked Ben Davison to bring Javon Sugar Hill along and to train together, just like he did with Ben Davison and Freddie Roach, if you guys can remember. And those guys have a clash. And Ben Davison didn't like that. He didn't like that idea, so Ben Davison left. Okay? Ben Davison could have been in that corner with Tyson Fury. He decided, no, I'm going to go train other fighters. Thank you, but no thank you. That is what Ben Davison did. Okay, so I want to set that record straight for everybody that thinks that Ben Davison was fired. He was not fired. He just didn't believe in the game plan. He thought box, move, box, move. Freddie Roach actually thought like Javon Sugar Hill. That's why they clashed. You had a clash there. You had a clash. So those guys didn't think the same. He didn't believe in the strategy. He didn't believe that Tyson Fury could do it. Therefore, he didn't believe in Tyson Fury. And after that, I've seen little things that Ben Davison said, like, oh, I know the real reason he got dropped is because when Tyson Fury, he normally does this and he has to reset, and, you know, then he's totally blinded at that point when he resets. He's had that problem. That's his habit, and that's why Wilder caught him. Why would you say that? That's something that you would keep in-house. That's something that you would say exclusively to Tyson Fury, not to the public. Okay, and so if one wasn't really just, if I didn't know any better, I would say that Ben Davison was leaving little hints, little tips, right, to help Team Wilder, because the only person that could benefit from that would be Team Wilder, the guy, Deontay, or Deontay's team, the person that he's going to fight next. And that was the person, Deontay Wilder. So when he says when Tyson Fury does that little, you know, when he's left vulnerable, you don't tell other people that. That's something that people should know. But of course, this is after he left. Okay? So you got to notice the time frame. After he left Team Fury, he started making these comments about, well, I know what happened with that. And, you know, now he said one about being overtrained. Okay, I thought it was overtrained. I have no objection to that. Now you have to admire the self-belief of Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, well, you sounding like a Wilder supporter, you know, but your best friend's supposed to be Tyson Fury. Hell, if you jump ship, don't lie about what ship you're on. Say what ship you're on. You know, I could be wrong. It just seemed to me like Ben Davison was not happy with the idea. Maybe he's not really happy about the result. You know, of course, he would never say that to the public. But based on the other things that he says, it's lining up. I could be wrong. You guys, I want you guys to give me insight on this. But it seems like Ben Davison may be a little bitter. That's the best word about the outcome. Because something that he didn't believe in, Maybe he's like, hey, man, I think he owes Tyson Fury, first of all, an apology because he didn't believe in the game plan. Okay? But to be fair with Ben Davison, the game plan that he had, it's not the fact that it didn't work, because it worked. But but we seen in the first fight how that could all be how it came, or it could all crumble down with a single punch. Because if you're left jabbing and you staying on the outskirts of Wilder's punching power is at the end of his punch. Okay, he's not an inside fighter at all. So really, you're leaving yourself in danger of getting hit with those bombs instead of taking it to him. Okay, so another game plan came around. Ben Davison was like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get that. But what they could have learned, and what Freddie Roach was trying to say, and he mentioned, like, look, you got to take the fight to Deontay Wilder because that's when you were the most successful. Not, oh, boxing on the outside. Sure, you're showing this big guy, this big tough guy, right? That he's able to take these punches from afar. You're not sitting down on these punches. You're showing him how good you can box. Okay, we know Tyson Fury can outbox Deontay Wilder. We know that. That's no big secret. He did it for 10 of those rounds. So he showed us that he's better. But I mean, what else? But what did we find out in the first fight? That Deontay Wilder can punch. That Deontay Wilder is dangerous, right? And that night, his punches were very, very powerful. And he only landed 2 to 3 decent punches. But what did he do when they landed? Tyson Fury fell. Okay? He got back up, fair play, but he fell. When he connected with those punches, we seen the punching power. So Ben Davison wanted to go with the same game plan and do the same thing, but just be more careful. And it didn't work, and he decided to go with someone else, and he really didn't decide to go with someone else. He wanted to bring someone else in. Ben Davison didn't like that idea because he wanted to be El Jefe, right? He wanted to be the top trainer, which at that point, who really cared who was the top trainer or the head trainer? Obviously, Ben Davison did. That's why he left. So again, the comments that he's made about Wilder and the intel that he said about Fury doesn't support me and doesn't convince me that, first of all, that he's a friend to Tyson Fury, and he's not really supporting of Tyson Fury. So he's not a friend or a supporter of Tyson Fury. So that's what I come up with. You guys tell me if this is anything different. Leave your comments below. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.